chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. If you've ever transitioned from a relationship, non-narcissistic or normal relationship, to someone new, I'm talking to you now, a genuine person, authentic person. You've actually gone through the process in your mind, comparing. I reckon I'm 99% to 100% sure that you would have done that at least once in your life. All right, even if it's a normal, healthy way. Okay. Now, if you embrace that you're capable of doing that, all right, then think what a narcissist is doing when you was a potent supply source and these new suppliers ain't cutting it, and they're a manipulator. They're a manipulator, they're a deviant. They're gonna try all sorts of schemes. This is what keeps them busy, this is what keeps them occupied. They're gonna be trying all sorts of schemes to get this new supply to act in a certain way, because they're befuddled, they're confused, they don't know what's happening when they're not getting the supply source from these new suppliers. They don't know what's happening. So they try and turn these new people into someone like you, because it was only you that provided that value towards them and made them feel basically intoxicated by your love, care, dedication, attention, and all the rest. They felt intoxicated by it, they felt euphoric about it, and they're not feeling that same way now. So they will be busy on their projects, crafting these new suppliers. They'll be devaluing them, they'll be triangulating them with you. They'll be trying all sorts of tactics. They'll be talking your name. One, because they're venting. Two, because they want to keep your name alive. Three, because it actually makes the new supply feel inferior. Alright? And they'll do it in a guise of if they're talking about, you as the toxic previous partner or whatever. That's what they'll do. But really it's because they want to vent. They want to make the new supply feel a certain way. That's a more covert way of doing it. Okay, they're going to be acting in that way. Like cunning. So they're trying numerous attempts to get these new supplies to change into you, and it fails every time, because you are a unique individual that should be incredibly proud of who you are, thankful for who you are, know that no one can compare to you. It's not just basing your self-worth off the narcissist, it's knowing that you provide value to whoever's life you are in. Okay, you provide value. You're not perfect, but you provide value. You are a decent person, and you got took advantage of by the narcissist. That's what happened. All right, they took advantage of your kind nature. They took advantage of your selflessness, and now they're going to be trying to craft a new supply to act in the same way that you did, and they just can't. They can't achieve it. All right, this becomes a lifelong journey for them. All right, this is why weird hoovers come after decades in some cases, because they've been busy, they've been occupied, because they're stubborn, trying to change people into you, and that's what they are. And it's because they live on that supply source. That supply source that you provided for them is so unique, they're not gonna find it elsewhere. It's not even about a point of calling it grade A or anything like that. It's unique. There's not another one supply source like that in the world. And that's what you offer to someone. Just like you can offer your own love, your own care, your own dedication, your own loyalty, your own support. You can offer those things, but in the form of everything that you are towards a narcissist, it's done in a supply source. So all of those things are things you do, are things you've done, but they take it in a form of supply source, and these new supply sources are tainted. Right? They'll feel it's tainted. It's not giving them that same euphoric rush. It's not giving them that hit. But they will stay stubborn and keep trying, changing people, triangulating people, doing these things day in and day out, every day. So when they're doing this, in their minds, they feel close to you. If they're doing something, if the new supply acts in a certain way that is that resembles you, to some degree, narcissists will like that because it makes them feel comfortable with you. So you remain deeply embedded. Sorry, excuse me. You remain deeply embedded in this narcissist mind. That's something you gotta know. That's something you gotta understand. You remain deeply, deeply embedded in this narcissist mind, and they're gonna keep continuing to the end of days to try and supersede you with a supply, tries to get a new supply, because this is what their plan was. They thought that they were extracting this from you because it was just, they were manipulating you. That's what they've done before. They didn't realize that people like you really exist, right? Now you're just part of their imagination, something they can't obtain. That's who you've got to become. Someone they can't obtain, someone they can't interfere in their life with, someone you're very distant from. Alright? Obviously it's more complex if you have children, it's going to be more difficult, but keep them at bay to the best you can. Neutral locations, meeting up to exchange their children, parenting apps, parallel parenting if you can, for children and young. Things like that, you can keep them at bay. So leave them out there like Dr. Frankenstein, trying to create some sort of monster out of all of these supplies. And not all of these suppliers are victims, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to do it with toxic people, they're trying to do it with narcissists, they're trying to do it with anyone. Right? They're hungry for supply. They're trying it with anyone. You know, they're desperate. Right? And that's the difference about you. Right? You don't need to be in no rush. I know you might have thoughts about it and stuff, but you don't need to be in a rush to rush into something or find something new. Heal first, you know. This is a vital mistake that narcissists make, is behaving in this way. It's a vital mistake, them behaving in this way. You know, trying to change people into something else, into other people. You know, it keeps them dependent upon you even more so than they would be anyway. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need are in the description box below. If you would like access to over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom video requests, join my membership program at zionmembership.com. Links also in the description box below. There's a 3-day free trial and you can cancel at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organization or university. Your support truly keeps us going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.